to my cardiologist, my doctor, separately. They said, you got to go in right now to UCLA. I didn't tell my wife until that night. Since then, I was in the hospital for almost a month, and obviously I lost weight. I got onto the keto, and I started to work out again, and my weight dropped. My weight is about 190, 195 now. So
Wow.
all told, I've lost about 170 pounds, more or less. But what's happened to me, because I'm an old lifter, and I started with the lighter weights in January, approximately January.
That's when we
started in January with the X39. I said, I need the X39. But then what happened was Michelle got me onto the Celergize.
Well, no, X49.
X49 was in June.
Yes, and then after that was Celergize.
Well, what a combination. X39, X49, and Celergize. Wow. I'm not going to say too much, but if I give everybody a flex, you'll understand that this is what people need to do. They got to move around. They got to get on the diet. They got to use the Life Wave. And the Celergize is an enhancer, especially for the extra stuff. But that combination, X39, X49, I double up. I'm telling you, I double up. You know that.
Yeah.
So I just, without getting into too much detail, I'm a walking catastrophe now. I really am. I'm so happy. People in my office, I'm 66. People ask me, what are you on? People ask me, where did you get the extra energy? And now the body is now trimming down. I'm 190, 192 pounds. I'm going to see my cardiologist tomorrow. I have my tests at UCLA. Every 2 months, I have these big tests. And my doctor is just so impressed. He says that I'm his best patient by far.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a true story.
I have photos of John on his weight loss journey. Do you want me to post that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right, Michael, I'm going to go ahead and share.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that one of me lifting 3 plates on the shoulder press at Muscle Beach. I was lifting close to 300 pounds. I don't need to do that anymore.
Wow, that's very impressive. Good job.
Right. Yeah, that's me. I want to thank everybody sincerely,
Saved our life.
Totally saved our life. Thank you for knowing Michelle, and thank you for I just want to thank you. Really.
We love you.
And
Love you guys too. Look forward to seeing you soon.
I want to add that John took the pictures of Ike with RFK Jr. with LifeWave patches.
Right.
And
we had a lifting
worldwide.
Right. We had a session there last year at the Muscle Beach. That was fun. That's right. That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Thank you.
I have to say I'm pleased to hear, and don't take this the wrong way, I'm pleased to hear that a man will actually wear patches. It's so hard to convince a lot of men to do this.
Right.
I have a brand partner who her sister's husband is in the hospital, was flown to the hospital on emergency, and she cannot get him to put the patches on.
It's easy.
And he had to have emergency surgery. So I commend you for giving it a try, and hopefully you will be an inspiration to other men to follow through.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good job, John.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michael. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
you.
Michelle.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Lisa.
Hey, Michael. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. I have a story about my mother. She's been on the patches for over a year and a half. I have her on the X39, X49. And about 7 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago, she fell over one of her dog toys and she fractured her fifth metatarsal. So she had to end up going in a boot, but I had her on the X39, X49 patches. I had her patch her foot up. I had her double the patches on her foot. When she fractured her fibula a couple years ago, she had to stay in the boot for 4 weeks, and it wasn't healed in 4 weeks. So she had to go another 2 weeks. So she was a total 6 weeks before she healed. So I was hoping that the patches would help her in a shorter time period with healing. And she was supposed to go see the doctor in 4 weeks, but he had a family emergency. So we went back in 5 weeks and she was able to get the boot off. So it was sooner. So I was happy. And she did have less pain while wearing the patches.
Very nice. Very nice. So how many years had elapsed between the previous injury and the newer one?
Well, she wasn't on the patches when she had her first, because that was over a couple of years ago when she had her first fracture.
Right.
So she's been on the patches a little over a year and a half.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So that's a good we can see the difference because normally as you age, you heal slower and takes more time.
Yeah.
So she not only did she heal faster, but she healed faster at older age. So that's fantastic.
And unfortunately, we didn't have the 4 week appointment because he had to reschedule the appointment because he had a family emergency. So it'd been interesting to see in 4 weeks if she would have been able to get that boot off.
All right, who knows? Even sooner. He's just from previous. He's like, we'll look at it 4 weeks, and no big deal. You're probably not going to get off until 6 weeks like last time, but she got off at 5. So that's beautiful.
Yeah, we're happy.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and less pain. That's good.
Yes.
Always good. Yep.
Yes.
Thanks, Lisa. Great share.
Thank you.
Susan.
Okay. Great to be back. I was here a couple weeks ago and shared with y'all that I had noted that I was getting better sleep, but I was getting deeper sleep. I've been on X39 for about 4 months. I'm 75, and I've been kind of chomping at the bit, to see some things happen. And about 3 weeks ago, you had on your show, you had about 5 or 6 people that were in their 70s and 80s that either shared about themselves or their parents. Mm-hmm. And it made me think I need to start looking at more subtle changes because maybe things are going on. There were a lot of great testimonials they gave that night, and I kept thinking I need to be a little bit, look at the more subtle things to see what's going on. And so I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, maybe I've been a little bit more stable or a little bit more sure on my feet. A year ago this week, I woke up one morning and half of my body was numb. And that has not gone away. And then a couple months later, I had a car accident and I was unable to walk on my own for about a month. And I didn't have much mobility for about 3 months. So I lost bone, muscle mass, and I lost strength and stability. And so it's been kind of a battle, and I didn't know if I was going to get to go back to work or not. And I've been going to this place for the last 3 years to work on bone density to prevent getting, low bone density. And I've been on a hiatus with them for about 6 months. And so I'm about to end that relationship with them because I'm going to put my money into patches instead of doing that. But they do measurements every 6 months or so. And they just look at hand strength and balance and stability. And despite the fact that I have a lot of issues with my body, my hand strength is the same. I've been able to maintain that from the last time they measured about 6 or 9 months ago. But the biggest thing was they have you stand on a plate and then close your eyes and just stand with your eyes closed. And I have not been able to do that for 3 years without swaying. And they measured 4 times. And I started to sway one time, but I was able to stop it. And all 4 measurements, I was basically sway free. So I improved my score by 50%, which was really, for me, it was a big deal. And then the other thing that they measured was standing on one foot, first on your right foot, then on your left foot. And the best I've been able to do for the last year on my right side, which is the side that's got the numbness, was only about 5 or 6 seconds. And on the left side, I could do maybe 12 to 15 seconds. And last week I measured, and on my left side, they stopped timing because I was over 30 seconds. And on my right side, I was up to 11 seconds. So all of those areas improved substantially. And the only thing that I've been doing that's significant, that's different, is LifeWave. So I feel like that was, I was kind of thinking maybe I'm more stable. Maybe my balance is better when I get out of the car and after a long ride and all. It was seeming better. But now I have proof because I went through those measurements and they showed that there definitely was a difference. So I was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, and that's good because it validates, using the patches. And sometimes you don't notice the subtleties like you're talking about, but when you get someone that does a measuring or does the testing, it's great to get validation that it is working. And I think it's a great idea to start to use edge in some more patches. You probably get some faster results and in a little spread. You'll be able to do a lot more with those.
I want to
patches.
add X49 on a regular basis.
That will definitely, I believe, help your bone structure quite a bit because that's really going into the bone marrow, and that's a great one for the bones. A lot of people that have been using X49 have noticed that as they gotten older, their bone density has increased. They've been able to avoid serious injuries and falls that normally would have probably caused some real problems. So yeah, I think that would be great for you. But great to see that you're having success. And thanks for sharing that.
Thanks.
Deborah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
And hi. I was on the phone with Roxanne for a moment this morning, and I had talked about the St. Bernard situation we had over right after Labor Day. And so she encouraged me to call in today. So I've probably mentioned Teddy before. He'll be 11 in November, and he wasn't supposed to live to be 18 months. He has 17 coils and a plate in his liver from 10 years ago. Anyway, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, his right leg quit moving. And I'd always taken my patch off of myself and put it on Teddy. And if he wasn't having a great day, I'd put a new patch on him. And about a month, well, I guess when this happened, I started putting a new patch on him every morning. And then I had 49s I was putting on him also. And Labor Day, the Federal Express got behind by about a week. So I was running low on patches. And the Wednesday after Labor Day, I was panicking because I hadn't used patches for a couple of days because we were out. And I just used my last patch on Ted the day before. So that morning I texted Roxanne and I was panicking because it was like 2:30 and Teddy hadn't got out of bed all day. He couldn't walk. And so she wanted me to update her when they came in. And they got in like at 17 minutes till 3. And I put the patch on. And within like 17 minutes, Ted could stand up and walk. Wow. And so that was pretty amazing, to put it mildly. And he keeps having like hard days. Today was a hard day where, I have to, he's like 3 pounds less than me, but I got the harness and I'm helping him walk and all that. But I have no clue where we would be without the 39s. And then I'm wondering if the cellular guys would help him at all. I don't know if anybody has any thoughts on that.
You kind of cut out a little bit. What was that last bit you said?
I'm wondering if the cellular guys would help Teddy. A touch of that in his water.
Yeah, that's a possibility. And I mean, just play with a little bit,
a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit, and see if there's any results. It definitely won't hurt, but it should maximize, just like it does for us, the the patches and take them to probably the next level. So I would think, it would probably do really well. So I'm looking forward to, your results. Hopefully it works really good.
And I can't wait till we get the machines here after the convention, because then I know that water is going to just change his life.
Oh, yeah. You get a water machine. It's absolutely going to make a massive difference.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it'll just change it. But I'm thinking like a half a scoop, maybe. I've been afraid to try it, but maybe today I'm thinking maybe like a half a scoop in his water would really, really wake up his body, maybe.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you guys
definitely wakes up
posted.
all of ours. So I think it'd probably help the pets too. So
yeah, but that was amazing because really, I mean, so about 17, 18 months, he was always on, like I say, the remainder of my patches, sometimes full patches. But that one day, it was very unusual. He couldn't get out of bed. And it took 17 minutes with a 39 on his body for him to actually be able to move for the first time that after, all day. So that speaks volumes to the 39.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And we love to hear the pet stories because they don't lie. They're not influenced. It works or it doesn't. So it's obviously working on a lot of pets out there. Now I have the water machine, and I actually use the water machine on my plants, and my plants are like ecstatic. It's like,
oh my, I can't
crazy.
imagine. Oh yeah, I can't imagine. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And then what else? Oh, and the Eon has been a lifesaver because he's a nervous wreck about everything. And I've always pretty much had him on Eons. But now, when I do it at night with him. So I'll put one on, and if he's still a wreck, because, we would be too if our leg didn't move. I'll get one on him. And if it hasn't settled him down enough, then I'll put the two on. So that has always been a lifesaver for him, the Eon.
Yeah, very good.
So Michael, without you, we wouldn't have it. Because out of
maybe
your
we're came
mouth,
on somebody else, but I'll take the credit to a certain extent.
out of your mouth, I heard it, and then Roxanne, started communicating with me, and has always been, a huge blessing. And when you said stem cell patch, I didn't have to do all the other stuff I'd been trying to just, keep functioning with. I knew that was the answer, and so we are so blessed to have you talking about it.
Oh, and you guys too. This is people will only listen to me for so long, but if
I listen to you every day.
Have a team effort going on here. We'll get some more action going on.
No, we got you on 3-4 times every day. We're checking you out all the time.
Awesome.
So thank you.
Thanks,
everybody.
Deborah.
Thank you.
Lynn.
I love that. That was great.
Yeah.
So my shares tonight are all about pain relief, and I have many I could share, but I pulled 3, but it seems to be pain relief week, at least physical. So the brand partner who was in really awful pain in her hip, and it woke her up at night, and she put a heating pad on it and was trying to get some relief and had a difficult night sleeping. And the next morning when she woke up, she thought, I've got patches. So she grabbed 2 X39s and put them right on the hip, and shortly after she had 0 pain. So that's one story. And then I had another brand partner that woke up with really severe calf pain, and he purchased the premium kit to make sure he had all the patches available to help him with whatever happened. And he had never tried the ice wave before. He's been on the patches, I think, a month. And he wasn't sure how to use them, but he used his intuition because the pain went from the top of his calf to the bottom. So it was all up and down the length of that area of his leg. And he put the brown patch on top and the white patch on bottom, and the pain stopped, and he was able to go back to sleep really comfortably. And then I also have a brand partner who gets migraines, and she used our amazing HAT protocol. And like with many, many others, with her migraine, the pain was gone in 20 minutes. And then she took the hat off, and she has it hanging up so that if and when the next migraine hits, she can just grab her hat that the patches are in, which are the 4 energy patches on the 4 sides, like 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then the glutathione, I think it's on the left side at the top, and the Eon at the right side at the top. So she has it all ready to use for the next time. And it just really warms my heart to know that people can be out of pain so quickly because of our patches.
Yeah, that's good. And those of you that use the hat protocol, if you're only wearing your hat, a few hours a day, know that there's still another, you know, 9 hours left for those patches. So just put it somewhere where they're not going to be activated, and then put it back on your head again later. So get that full 12 hours out of those patches. So don't forget that. Thanks, Lynn.
Thank you.
Ed.
Hello.
Hello, we got you.
All right, I can't see me though. Can you see me?
No, but we can hear you.
All right, I'm sorry. Hold on. All right, I'm not this computer suave here. I keep touching things and now it just went out again. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, I got a question. I've been doing patches for like close to 3 years now. And I wanted to know if you get fatigued from them.
I haven't noticed fatigue, but you maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some retracing going on from something. How long is your fatigue lasting?
Well, it kind of depends because it's been lasting for a while. Because I stopped doing the patches for a little bit because I was fatigued. And then I started back with I noticed I got tennis elbow and stuff, so I stopped with the push-ups and the calisthenics because my arm was killing me. But then I started back up just this week and with the patches and I feel like I have more energy. I still got a lot of pain in my elbow, but you know, I was wondering if that's common.
Go ahead, Jen.
Hi, yes, Ed. It's common if you've got some issues going on in your body. It's a gift because it's telling you that you ought to get checked up. And it's Michael hit it right on the button, that's why I didn't even raise my hand. He said retracing, but a lot of people don't know what retracing is. And the truth is that when you start wearing these patches, as David says, the stem cells, the patches energy goes towards the stem cells that need the change, and we have no control over that. So a lot of people will sign up and they'll want to get their knee fixed or their elbow or whatever. But I'm not feeling that pain relief, but instead it's going to another part of the body. And so my suggestion to you is that you get checked up and find out what's going on within you that might need something, because the stem cells are working and they're making you tired because there's something going on in your body. And what Connie said to me, I had one time, I had a man who signed up under me actually, but he was a very famous policeman and boxer, and he'd go undercover in Mexico. Well, anyway, he stopped using the patches and I couldn't convince him to come back. And Connie kept saying, he says, I'm tired. I go, yeah, because your body is telling you something. You need to check that. And so that we can help you with that. And what David has recommended is you take the patches off, put them on, take them off, put them on, but drink a lot of water in between to flush those dead stem cells out. And I believe you'll work through it. And that's what David would suggest. And Michael, I need to look up an article on it. I'm going to have to look up an article for you so that for our group so that we can explain it better. But take them off for an hour or two and then drink water and then put them right back on and see if that doesn't help. Take them off, put them back on. It
Well,
can clear you out.
I drink a lot of sun tea with honey.
Well, this is pure water. So sun tea, does that mean it's got tea in it?
Yeah, I use black tea.
Yeah. Yeah. So what David would say, and I love tea, I make my own. Michael don't.
That's what
But
I do. I sit in the sun
Guy.
and I
I
let
hear
it.
you. I know exactly. Yeah, you cook it in the sun. What I would say is you need to start drinking some pure water and
Really?
cleansing it out because the caffeine is not cleansing it out. But I also want to look up some articles and Ed, if you would text me, I'll send you right now, I'll send you my cell phone and text me. I will send you articles. I got to get them for Michael now that I promised this. But I need to do some research so we have an article to share with you. But take them off, drink pure water, and then put them back on an hour or two later. Do that back and forth for a few days. I bet it'll change things. Does that make
Really?
sense?
What do you think that'll clear up my tennis elbow?
I'm not going to tell you what it'll clear up because, as
I know
David
you're not a
says, that the
doctor. I'm
stem
just saying,
cells,
do you think that the water
yeah,
is because I'm not
that
really
will help.
drinking the water? You think, okay.
Yeah. The
All right.
caffeine is not helping you. As a matter of fact, I've been told that when I have my coffee in the morning, I still
Yeah,
make
no, I
it.
kind of,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm bad with
But
that.
what I want to say to you is pure water. That's why I'm drinking pure water right now. And and why David recommends the water machine, which we'll all be able to get eventually.
Yeah,
Is
I was going to ask you about that too. When is that available? Because I've been looking around for it. So,
it's during the workshop in October. And if you sign up and watch it, this is for everybody, please sign up and watch the workshop for, I don't know what the charge is, but watch it remotely if you can't attend. It's in Anaheim, California, but anybody going to that workshop is going to be able to sign up for a water machine right away. And I just found out that if anybody signs anyone up as a brand partner, you get $100 off the ticket for attending. So there's a lot of good stuff happening like that, but you can watch it online and you'll probably still get that same privilege. I can't guarantee it, but I'm hoping. So there will be more after the workshop in October, okay? But pure water is so important. And yeah, have a cup of coffee, but not tea and coffee all day. It's not water. It sets you back. I know, I
oh,
hate it,
okay.
but it does.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm bad with that.
Okay, so
I'm
I'm
bad.
going to text you, Ed, my cell phone, and I want you to send me your number, and I'll try to get an
Jen,
article or two.
I have your number written down
Okay,
already,
good. Text
but
me. Save me that trouble.
okay,
Text me. I'll
you
get
got it.
some, and
Thank
I
you.
gotta pull up an article for all of us. Okay. Thank you,
All
Michael.
right.
Hey,
Thanks, Ed.
hey, Mike.
Yep.
Mike, are you still there, buddy?
Yeah.
Are you on Telegram?
Yes.
How many accounts do you have?
How many what?
Accounts do you have on Telegram?
I only have one, but I think there's probably about 10 over there. So
Yeah, no, somebody was trying to solicit me on one of them.
yeah, that's definitely not me.
Just to let you know, a little heads up.
Yeah. So it's crazy out there, so be careful.
No, it is. It is. Yes. Yes. All right,
Michael,
buddy. Just
what is your
let you
Telegram
know.
account, Michael? Your exact Telegram account? Is it Michael Jaco or
Yeah, it's Michael Jacob. So it's you go to my YouTube channel or my Rumble channel, and the link is right there, so you can click it, and it'll get you there. Or my website. It's there's lots of imposters out there. It's been the way it's been for a long time. All right, so yeah, the conference is pretty much 1 month out. So 10/22 through 10/25 is the conference in Anaheim. So all right. So hopefully that water machine will be available to everybody there. That's what they've said. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Jen just got her water machine. Roxanne, did you get yours yet? Not delivered yet?
Possibly tomorrow, maybe the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, soon.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing. I've had exceptional results with the water machine, and look forward to talking about it more when the time's right. All right, Sally.
Thanks, Michael, and everyone for being here and sharing because this show is really about is how I came into LifeWave just over a year ago when my partner Nick was coming out of a very close call with leaving this this existence. Anyway, we're both here and very happy after a year. I put my hand up in response to one of the chat. Stephanie asked about breathing difficulties, and I realized that one of the benefits that I've had over this year is that I don't need my inhalers or puffers anymore. And I was just, I'd got to the stage where I couldn't walk 2 blocks to the beach and feel safe about my breathing because I felt like, oh, I might get into trouble. So that's a lovely result from me. That I think we're just coming out of winter, and I've only had to use a puffer just twice, I think, through the whole winter, and that's pretty good for me. I don't like being on medications. Being a chiropractor, or having been, or yes, I still am, I suppose. I'm not dead yet. And the other thing was about Ed asking about fatigue. In the certainly in the healing process, in my experience, when people get a little bit more in touch with their bodies, often they can feel very, very tired because that's actually more of the reality, and they haven't been paying attention. So it really is saying, yes, you need to sleep and rest. You need to kind of stop and reassess things. And the tweaking about the caffeine is a great thing, and the extra water. And it's an opportunity to make other changes, Ed. And it's a process. And, we need to chip away at our own selves. And there's a lot to be said about that, but the time's run out. And thanks for letting me share.
All right. Thanks, Sally. Lydia, do you want to add something?
I do. I wanted to jump in, but I didn't want to cut off anybody. And I would say, jumping in on what Ed said also, don't be discouraged. Everybody's body acts differently. I've gone through being tired for days on end because of the patches. My mom has, several of people that I know that are on it. And it's just your body taking that energy to heal itself, and everything else has to take a back seat. So, like Jen said, be sure that you drink clear water. If you don't like the taste of water, maybe you add a little lemon, or you add some peppermint or something like that. But the clean water is super important for your cells. And just eat clean, just your body absorbs. You are what you eat, basically, is what they say. And there's truth to that. So don't be discouraged. Just stay with it, and you will get your miracle.
Yeah, definitely. And Sally, you had a comment where you look really pretty today. You've definitely age reversed in the few months you've been on these calls. So, and I agree, you have. So, you look great. Roxanne.
I was just going to add a comment to what Lydia was just talking about and Jen earlier about the clear water. If you don't like the taste of water, which tastes like nothing, but maybe add a little bit, maybe not the full amount if you have the Celergize, but even a little bit, because it does have the vitamins and minerals that our bodies need. So
good point. Good point.
That might be an option for you guys. So
yep.
It's just my share. I sip on it all day.
Lovely. Good advice. So yeah, and eventually some of you guys will be using the water machine, so we'll be talking about that. Now we're looking at people using the patches, the Celergize. Celergize PM comes in for the conference, so you have a AM PM Celergize, and you're going to have a water machine. So you're going to have the Trinity big time. It's going to be quite amazing. I can tell you, from my experience, like I said, it's been unbelievable, right? And my plants love it. I wish I had some pets. Well, maybe not. But if I had pets, I would I would definitely be giving my pets water. So Roxanne, I hope you're giving your pets water. I'm sure
They
they'll
will
be
get the water as soon as I get the machine hooked up. So, and it's
absolutely
right next to the espresso coffee maker.
very good. Anita.
Take me off mute. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, real good.
Good. Okay. No earbuds or any of the fandango tonight. I'm on my phone. I just want to put 2 cents on water, because water is life. We know that. But one of the best ways to hit basic changes is acidity versus alkalinity. So if you have any kind of water, whatever you put in it, coffee, lime, lemon, essential oils to change the flavor. There's a bunch of ways to do it, but baking soda, just a tiny bit of baking soda. This is ancient instruction. However, tiny bit to alkalize it, because it changes things. It changes things, and you will see it and feel it when you do it. And Red Mill is the cleanest of those baking sodas that I've seen. And it's pretty consistent throughout the day that I have a little tiny jar that I've repurposed for my baking soda in my purse all the time, because I teach other people. Your coffee is eating your tummy up, add a little baking soda, anything. You don't even taste it, but it alkalizes, and that changes disease levels everywhere.
Awesome. Thanks, Anita.
You're welcome.
Darlene.
In addition, with the water and with the detoxing and the feeling tired, make sure you're getting plenty of trace minerals, because I know we have the Cellugize now, but in addition to that, I still at least once a day take some extra trace minerals, and that makes a big difference on helping with the energy and moving some of that out. So just a little bit of heads up on that. And also the glutathione helps with that.
Yeah, very good. Good point. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. When you first started talking about Cellugize, the water from the machine, I remembered Kai Jacobson saying he puts a spray bottle full and he steps to the tub and he sprays from top to bottom, and his skin changed and the sun things on his skin were starting to change as well. So somebody else talked about colonics and using that water for that too. So it's from inside, top down, bottom up, and all over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Yep. Bottom up. I like that. And outside. Perfect. All right, guys. Great show today. Thanks to everyone that shared. The miracles keep getting better every week. So thanks to everyone. And if you want to unmute and say goodnight, we love you guys, and see you next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Guys.
Great shares.
Everybody.
Appreciate everybody.
Everyone, great call. God bless.
So much. It was
Cheers.
wonderful.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.